Hey guys, we're going to film a full body recovery session today. We're going to go through our calves all the way to our shoulders. This will improve your mobility as well as your recovery for after your workout so you don't feel it the day after. We're going to start off with our calves. So we get into a pike position. I want you guys to put your right foot over your left foot and then you're going to push that heel into the ground, feeling that stretch for your calf. After you've stretched it through, I want you guys to bring your hands forward and then I want you to push that heel back into the ground even more, and then you'll be able to stretch that calf even further. We're going to do that stretch for a minute on each leg. We're going to go for 30 seconds on one leg, then we're going to bring our hands forward, push that calf even further, then we'll do another 30 seconds, then we're going to do the same on the other leg. Next we're going to stretch our hamstrings, so we're going to put our legs out in front of us, we're going to point our toes towards us, grabbing those toes with your hands if you can. If you can't, grab your legs. We're going to pull our chest towards our toes, keeping it upright, try not to round the back out. Keep it upright, pulling towards, feeling our stretch through our hamstrings. We're going to hold that for a full minute, then we're going to rest for about 10 seconds, shake our legs out, then we're going to go for another minute. Next we're going to go for a wide stance, so we're going to get our legs as wide as we can, keeping our legs flat to the ground, try not to bend them. Then we're going to bring our chest to the ground as far as it can come, and then we should feel that stretch through our groin and a little bit through our hamstrings. We're going to hold this here for the same again, so we're going to do a minute and then we're going to do 30 seconds rest and then we're going to do a minute. After we've done 2 minutes of this stretch, we're going to put our right arm over our head and then we're going to lean towards our toe, trying to touch our toe. We won't be able to touch our toe, but it will be stretching out our back. So we're going to lean over as well as our groin. Lean over, trying to touch that toe, stretching out through that back. Do that for a minute and then we're going to do the same on the other side. Next we're going to do another groin stretch. So we're going to bring our feet together and then we're going to bring our heels close as possible to us. After we've done that, we're going to hold our toes and then use our elbows to push those knees down until we feel that stretch. We're going to hold this one here for a minute and I want you guys to push the stretch further as you go throughout the minute. Next we're going to do our quads. So we're going to have one leg straight and then we're going to tuck the other leg under our glutes, keeping those laces on the ground. We're going to lean back until we feel that stretch for our quad. So trying to keep that knee on the ground, that knee shouldn't come off the ground. Keeping that knee on the ground, leaning back as far as we can come until you feel that stretch through your quads. We're going to hold this for a minute on each side. After you've done both legs for the quadricep stretch, we're going to go ahead and do our hips. So we're going to come into a lunge position. We're going to have one hand on our foot forward, and then our back foot will have our laces pointing to the ground. From there, we're just going to sink our hips in and bring our chest right up, and then we're going to push our laces into the ground and we're going to hold for 30 seconds. After you've held for 30 seconds, I want you guys to rest a bit and then I want you to do another 30 seconds. After you've done that leg, I want you guys to change to your other leg and do exactly the same thing. After you've done that on both legs, I'm going to get you guys to do the same position, but you're going to rest your elbow on your knee and then you're going to stick your other arm up and then you're going to lean over while sinking those hips into the ground. You should feel the stretch all the way through your quad, all the way up your hips, the side of your body. Pulling over further throughout the minute as well. Once you've done that stretch on both legs, I'm going to get you guys to do your glutes next. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit up, we're going to get our right foot and we're going to rest it on our knee. We're going to reach through, holding onto our knee. So look a bit like that, so your foot will be on your knee, you'll be grabbing through here. Nice grip, leaning on your back, and we're going to pull up and stretch out that glute. So I'll do a side view. We're going to have our foot on our knee, bringing it up, reaching through, and then we're going to lean back, and we're going to pull that knee towards our chest, and then we'll be stretching out our glute through here. So we're going to pull as hard as we can until we feel that stretch, and then we're going to hold that for a minute, and then we're going to do the same on the other side. Next we're going to do our back. This one will be a little bit of core as well. So we're going to come down onto the ground, 2 hands in front of us, relaxing those legs, and then we're going to sink all the way through, locked out at the arms, so we don't want to have any bent arms. We're going to lock out at the arms and looking up, making sure we're breathing through the stretch as well. We're going to hold that one for a minute and then we're going to move into our next stretch. So this one, I'm going to get you guys to lie down. We're going to get our right knee and we're going to cross it over our body. We're going to keep our right shoulder blade on the ground. So keep that shoulder blade on the ground, bringing that knee over, twisting all the way, making sure that shoulder blade doesn't come off the ground. and we're going to feel that through our glutes as well as our chest. So pulling that down as far as it can come, trying to get the knee to touch the ground, but only going as far as it can without that shoulder blade coming off the ground. We're going to do a minute of this stretch on each side. Next we're going to stretch out our arms, so you guys are going to get into that back stretch again, and then I want you to bring those hips back all the way, sink them into your heels, reaching those arms forward as far as they can go, and then we're going to put our head down and then we're going to hold that for a minute. This stretch should feel like it's pulling your shoulders off of your body, so you want to feel like your shoulders are being pulled out. We'll let those shoulders free up a bit. After we've done a minute of that one, you guys are going to do the same exact stretch, but I want you guys to do a step to the right, and then I want you to do the exact same thing. So sinking down, letting those shoulders free up, feeling that stretch all through here as well. After you've done a minute of that, we're going to go again back to the middle and then another step out. We're going to do the exact same thing. It's going to be our last stretch, and it's going to improve our mobility as well as help us feel better the next day. So we're going to go into sort of a glute bridge with our arms straight. You're going to bring your hips up all the way, pushing them up, and as you're pushing them up, you'll start to feel that stretch for your shoulder blades. We're going to hold that there for 10 seconds, pushing as hard as we can. Then we're going to rest for 5 seconds, go up for another 10, and then do that 3 times. To make the stretch harder, when you guys are up, I want you to lean forward like that, so you guys can feel it a bit more. Cool, so that's going to be our recovery session for today. We're going to do that after every workout. If you guys have time, it is best to do it after every workout so you guys don't feel it the next day, and it will improve your mobility over these 8 weeks. If you guys have any questions, just let me know and I'll get back to you as fast as I can.